It ruled the mountains of North Africa with unmatched power and a roar that echoed through stone valleys. Massive, muscular, and wrapped in a thick mane, the Barbary lion wasn't just a big cat. It was a walking legend. Some say it was the strongest lion to ever live. But could this extinct beast actually overpower its modern-day cousin in a fight for dominance? In the early 1900s, explorers in North Africa began recording strange stories of a lion far larger than those known elsewhere. Local hunters and travelers spoke of a lion with unusually long manes and a build that set it apart. Fossils and skins later found in the Atlas Mountains and nearby regions confirmed that such a lion existed. Researchers collected bones and preserved remains from remote caves and rocky outcrops, which hinted at an animal built for immense strength. Early naturalists noted lion skins with thick, flowing manes and sturdy features. These accounts sparked interest among European scientists who carefully examined the collected specimens. When the bones were studied, they revealed a deep, powerful skull and robust limb bones that differed greatly from those of the common African lion. Detailed work on these fossils showed clear signs of great muscle attachment and heavy bone structure. As more evidence emerged, historians began piecing together records from museum collections, hunting journals, and local oral traditions. In the 19th century, European visitors noted that the lion roared with a ferocity and power that echoed across vast valleys. Explorer sketches and records mention lion roars echoing through vast valleys and silent desert nights. These vivid accounts fueled scientific study and local legends, painting a picture of a majestic yet dangerous lion. Such stories continue to spark curiosity about this giant of North Africa. Fossil remains found in cave sites, such as those near Bismone in Morocco, date back hundreds of thousands of years. Over time, the evidence built a picture of a lion that once dominated large parts of North Africa. These findings showed that the Barbary lion was not only a powerful hunter, but also a symbol of a bygone era. Its decline began when firearms spread and bounties were placed on its head, leading to its eventual disappearance from the wild. The Barbary lion was a truly impressive animal. Museum specimens and early hunting records suggest that wild males may have weighed between 270 and 300 kilograms. Their body lengths reached from 2.35 to 2.8 meters, with females slightly smaller. A notable feature was the lion's mane, which varied in length from 8 to 22 centimeters. The mane often draped over the shoulders and even reached the belly, adding to its regal look. The lion's skull was large and strong. Measurements of preserved skulls show lengths ranging from about 31 to 37 centimeters. This heavy skull was built to support strong jaw muscles, which in turn gave the lion a fearsome bite. The teeth were long and sharp, well suited for gripping and slicing meat. In contrast to modern lions, the Barbary lion's dental structure was more robust, hinting at an ability to tackle tougher prey. Its limbs were powerful and sturdy. The forelimbs, in particular, were well muscled, which may have helped the lion take down large or challenging animals. Though not built for long chases, its legs provided bursts of speed needed for ambush attacks. The body was overall compact yet heavy, designed for raw power rather than prolonged running. The coat of the Barbary lion was typically a tawny color, ranging from light to dark shades. The mane's appearance might have been influenced by the cooler climates of the Atlas Mountains, with some accounts noting darker, fuller manes in winter. Unlike modern lions found in sub-Saharan Africa, these lions had to cope with more varied climates, which may have contributed to their unique physical traits. Every bone and tooth in the Barbary lion's remains tells a story of a creature that was built to survive in harsh environments. Its thick bones and large muscles suggest that it could endure the challenges of both hunting and defending its territory. These physical traits, from the powerful jaw to the sturdy legs, made the Barbary lion one of the most formidable predators in its habitat, a true symbol of strength and survival in ancient North Africa. The Barbary lion belongs to the lion subspecies Panthera leo, also known as the North African or Atlas lion. Early taxonomists described this lion based on specimens from North Africa, and over time it became clear that its features differed from those of lions in sub-Saharan regions. Its long mane and robust structure set it apart in both historical accounts and museum collections. For many years, the Barbary lion was thought to be a distinct group with unique physical traits. In the 19th century, several naturalists gave different names to lion skins from the Barbary region. Later, as more specimens were compared, scientists concluded that these lions shared many features with the Asiatic lion. Modern genetic studies have added more depth to this understanding. Analysis of mitochondrial DNA from preserved museum specimens shows that Barbary lions fall within the same group as other northern lions, including those from West Africa and Asia. Genetic research has helped to clarify the lion's evolutionary history. Studies using samples from various regions revealed that while the Barbary lion was once morphologically distinct, its genetic makeup is very similar to that of the Asiatic lion. These findings suggest that the lions in North Africa and Asia share a common ancestry, and that the differences in appearance are largely due to environmental factors rather than separate evolutionary lines. Scientists have used a range of techniques, from traditional morphology to modern DNA sequencing, to study these ancient lions. The presence of a unique mitochondrial haplotype in some museum specimens is considered a marker of Barbary lion ancestry. Although this haplotype is not completely distinct from those found in other northern lions, it helps trace the lion's geographic spread across North Africa. Discussions continue about the degree of variation among lion populations and whether regional differences merit separate subspecies status. Current evidence supports the view that the Barbary lion is part of a single northern lion group. Nonetheless, its historical range and physical differences keep the Barbary lion in the spotlight as a symbol of a lost era in African wildlife. Genetic research not only informs us about the past, but also guides conservation efforts today. By understanding the genetic relationships among lion populations, conservationists can better plan for the future of these magnificent animals. The legacy of the Barbary lion thus lives on in our ongoing efforts to preserve lion diversity around the world. The Barbary lion once roamed a vast area across North Africa. Its range stretched from the Atlas Mountains in Morocco through Algeria and Tunisia, reaching as far as Egypt. These lions lived in a variety of habitats, including Mediterranean forests, woodlands, and scrublands. They adapted to environments that varied from cool, rugged mountains to dry, sun-baked deserts. Historical accounts and fossil records show that the Barbary lion was once a common sight in many parts of the Maghreb. In Morocco, lions were seen in the forested hills and along the rugged slopes of the Anti-Atlas. In Algeria, they ranged from the high peaks of the Atlas to the open plains near the Chelif River. Even in Tunisia and Egypt, these lions played a role in local ecosystems, with ancient records noting their presence in areas once rich in wildlife. As human settlements grew, the natural habitat of the Barbary lion shrank. The spread of agriculture, deforestation, and urban development reduced the wild areas where lions could roam freely. By the mid-19th century, reports indicate that lion numbers were already in decline. Hunters offered bounties, and with the advent of firearms, lions were hunted to near extinction in many regions. Fossils and historical documents provide a clear picture of a time when vast areas of North Africa were covered by wild landscapes. The lions thrived in areas that now host modern towns and cities. The rugged terrain and dense vegetation of the Atlas Mountains in particular offered a refuge for these big cats, sheltering them from human encroachment for a time. Despite these natural strongholds, the pressure from human activity grew steadily. Records suggest that by the early 20th century, the Barbary lion was rarely seen in the wild. The last known wild sightings date back to the mid-20th century, with some small groups possibly surviving in remote areas until the 1960s. Today, no wild Barbary lions remain, and their legacy survives only in museums and written history. The Barbary lion lived in complex social groups, though its behavior may have differed from that of today's lions. Early accounts describe them as forming small prides, typically made up of one dominant male, several females, and their young. In other instances, solitary individuals were seen roaming alone. This mix of social behavior suggests that the Barbary lion was adaptable and able to adjust its lifestyle to local conditions. In the wild, these lions hunted a range of prey, They relied on their strong jaws and powerful limbs to catch animals such as antelope, wild boar, and even young gazelles. Their hunting style was based on short, powerful bursts rather than long chases. Ambush tactics in dense woodlands and open scrublands were common, allowing them to use cover to their advantage. The daily life of a Barbary lion was shaped by the rhythms of its harsh environment. They were most active during cooler parts of the day, such as early morning and late afternoon. During the heat of the day, they rested in shaded areas or rocky outcrops. Their thick fur and mane, while striking, may have also served as insulation against the cooler mountain nights and provided camouflage in the dappled light of forests. Communication played a key role in their social life. Like modern lions, they used roars, growls, and scent markings to establish territory and communicate with pride members. Their vocalizations could be heard over long distances, reinforcing social bonds and warning off intruders. The Barbary lion's interactions with other predators in its environment were both competitive and complex. They sometimes competed with leopards and hyenas for food. In areas where livestock was available, these lions tended to prey on domesticated animals, which brought them into conflict with local people. Such conflicts further reduced their numbers as humans increasingly encroached on their habitat. In captivity, early accounts show that Barbary lions were often more docile than their wild counterparts, though they retained their imposing size and strength. Observations from menageries and zoos noted their powerful build and striking appearance, which left a lasting impression on those who saw them. The Barbary lion was built for both offense and defense. Its hunting tactics relied on sudden, powerful attacks. Using stealth, a lion would lie in wait in dense cover before pouncing on its prey with a burst of speed. Its strong, muscular legs and robust forelimbs allowed it to bring down animals quickly, relying on the force of its bite to end the struggle. One of the lion's key features was its impressive bite. The thick skull and well-developed jaw muscles enabled it to crush bone and tear through flesh with ease. The long canines were sharp and effective for gripping prey, ensuring that once the lion caught its target, escape was nearly impossible. This powerful bite set it apart from many modern lions. In addition to its bite, the Barbary lion had a solid, heavy frame. The robust bones in its limbs helped absorb the shock of impact during an attack. Its body was designed for short, explosive movements rather than long-distance chases, which made it an effective ambush predator. When striking, the lion used its weight to overpower prey, relying on both strength and precision. Defensively, the Barbary lion was equally well equipped. Its large mane not only enhanced its appearance but also served as a protective barrier around its neck during fights with other predators or rival lions. The mane could absorb some of the blows from competitors and might have even intimidated opponents. The lion's thick fur and dense muscles provided extra protection, reducing the risk of injury in territorial disputes. These physical adaptations were matched by keen senses. The lion's eyes and ears were finely tuned, allowing it to detect the slightest movement or sound in its surroundings. This sensory sharpness was crucial for stalking prey and avoiding surprise attacks by rival carnivores. The overall design of the Barbary lion made it a fearsome hunter. Its blend of raw power, strong jaws, and protective features allowed it to take on animals that modern lions might avoid. Some scientists even suggest that its strength might have allowed it to hold its own against modern African lions in a theoretical confrontation. Imagine comparing two of nature's most impressive big cats, the extinct Barbary lion and the modern African lion. Although both belong to the same genus and share many characteristics, examining their strengths reveals fascinating differences in adaptation and fighting style. The Barbary lion, which roamed North Africa's rugged landscapes, was known for its powerful bite and robust build. Weighing around 270 to 300 kilograms, it was built for short, explosive movements and relied on its thick mane and sturdy skull to deliver devastating ambush attacks. Its evolution in the varied, often mountainous terrains of North Africa led to a design that favored raw power and solitary hunting strategies. In contrast, the modern African lion, which now dominates the savannas and grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa, typically weighs less, with males averaging between 180 to 220 kilograms. Its leaner build is optimized for endurance, agility, and group coordination. African lions are social animals, hunting in prides that rely on teamwork to execute prolonged chases and strategic ambushes in the open landscape. Their manes are generally less extensive compared to the Barbary lions, and their skeletal structure is adapted to the high-energy demands of long-distance pursuits across the vast savanna. When comparing these two species, several factors come into play. The Barbary lion's robust frame and powerful jaw muscles suggest that in a one-on-one encounter, its strength and stealth might allow it to rely on brute force and surprise. Its thick mane, aside from being a display of majesty, likely provided a degree of protection during solitary confrontations with rivals. On the other hand, the modern African lion's lighter build and social behavior underscore a strategy that favors cooperative hunting and the ability to adapt quickly to open, dynamic environments. In the wild, their survival has depended on coordination, speed, and the ability to outmaneuver prey as well as competitors. The outcome of a hypothetical showdown between these two largely depends on the context. In rugged or densely vegetated terrain, where cover and ambush tactics are crucial, the Barbary lion's solitary, powerful approach might give it the upper hand. Conversely, in the expansive, open landscapes of the savanna, the modern African lion's agility, speed, and pride-based strategies could secure an advantage. The Barbary lion has long held a powerful place in human culture. In ancient North Africa, these lions were not only symbols of strength, but also appeared in art, mythology, and royal insignia. Egyptian records and early Greek writings often depicted lions as noble and fierce creatures, embodying both beauty and power. Statues, carvings, and paintings show lions in heroic poses, guarding temples or accompanying deities. In North African traditions, the lion was seen as a protector and a symbol of royal authority. Kings and rulers would often use the image of the lion to convey their strength and legitimacy. The mighty lion was a frequent motif in tapestries, coins, and seals, emphasizing the link between the animal's power and the ruler's right to govern. This deep connection with power continues today. For instance, the Moroccan national football team is known as the Atlas Lions, and the lion is featured in many national symbols and emblems across the region. During the colonial period, European naturalists and hunters were fascinated by the Barbary lion. Their encounters with these animals in the wild and their collection of skins and bones in zoos further cemented the lion's status as a legend. These specimens provided early scientists with crucial insights into the animal's size, mane, and overall build, inspiring further study and debate over its unique qualities. Modern museums and zoos still display Barbary lion specimens, which serve as windows into the past. These collections help educate the public about the lion's former range and its role in shaping the wildlife of North Africa. The genetic and morphological research conducted on these specimens has not only clarified the lion's taxonomic status, but also deepened our understanding of how environmental pressures can shape an animal's form and function over time. Today, the legacy of the Barbary lion also fuels conservation efforts. Although wild Barbary lions are extinct, their story serves as a warning about the impact of human activity on wildlife. By studying these ancient animals, conservationists gain valuable lessons about habitat loss, overhunting, and the importance of protecting the remaining wild lion populations in Africa and Asia. The Barbary lion stands as a symbol of strength and mystery from a bygone era. Its story reveals nature's power and human activity's impact on wildlife. Could this magnificent predator have taken on the modern African lion in a battle for survival? A battle for survival. A battle.